Lyn Saga is a power pop singer-songwriter whose catchy melodies, anthemic choruses, and energetic performances have drawn fans from coast to coast. Classically trained in music theory, jazz guitar, and classical guitar, Lyn began writing original music at an early age. Growing up, she spent every penny of her allowance collecting records of 90s alternative rock artists like Weezer, Hole, Fountains of Wayne, Foo Fighters, and the Smashing Pumpkins. Inspired by these artists, she performed in several bands throughout high school, playing locally in New Jersey, New York, and Philadelphia. Now on the West Coast, pursuing a music career as a solo artist. She has recorded acoustic recordings of her songs on her laptop computer and played open mics around Los Angeles. In 2010, Lyn wrote and recorded a 5-song EP entitled The Ball of String EP, which was independently released in 2011. And this year, in 2013, she has released her first full-length album, Venice. And let me tell you, this is an awesome album. I've already played a couple songs from it, and I'm highly impressed. How are you, Lyn?
Hey, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on your show.
It's great to have you here. So you are, I got to tell you, I started off a couple weeks ago. I came in here, as I do every week, and I pull a few of the new CDs off the rack, and I preview a couple of them. And I played your album. I played Venice, and instantly a fan.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm glad you like it.
So I want to get to know Lyn Saga. Is it Saga or Saga?
Saga.
What is it?
It's Saga.
Okay. How long have you been playing now?
I've been playing guitar since I was 10 years old, but I've been in music since 5. My parents just put me in a lot of lessons, and I've been in several bands since grade school, so quite some time now.
What do you think was the influence that helped you to pick up the first guitar? Was it your parents?
Yeah, it was definitely my parents who influenced me to play guitar classically, and then when I got to high school, I started listening to rock music and started playing that sort of music, and Weezer was definitely one of the most influential bands that I attribute my music to.
And Rivers Cuomo used to go to school just down the road from here.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
cool.
E.O. Smith High School in Storrs,
Oh,
Connecticut.
wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, when I listen to your music, it sounds like you have a complete band, but is it all you? You're mixing all your own stuff?
Oh, no, I actually worked with a really talented producer named Evan Bratt. He's from L.A., and he mixed everything and produced everything. I was playing guitar and singing vocals on the tracks, and I wrote all the songs, but he did a phenomenal job playing the bass, and he wrote the drum tracks. And I have a really talented drummer who plays for me, Reed Pryor, also based in L.A., who did all the drum tracks himself. And he plays with me live as well, the drummer, Reed.
Excellent. Listening to your music, it's easily to be fooled into thinking that you may have picked up an old CD from the 90s. What influenced your attraction to the early alternative scene? Was it your parents?
Yeah, no, well, actually, my parents were, really not too thrilled that I was playing rock music at the time. They wanted me to stick with the classical.
That's a good thing, I guess.
Yeah, and I guess it was really my friends and seeing all these videos on MTV that inspired me to write that type of music. And even today, I think there is a presence of that alternative, and it definitely influences a lot of pop music today, which is great.
It's really cool. I started back in the 90s doing this radio show, and I played what I called undiscovered alternative. So bands like yours, like you, fit in perfectly. But it's not just your music that attracts me. It's also kind of the lyrics. I love the lyric, "I didn't mean for you to fall so hard when I pushed you down and broke your heart." What's your process for when you're writing a song?
Well, I normally write songs about myself or about people who are really close to me, and that particular song was about when I lived with my roommate, and in Hollywood, we'd go out, and it was about a relationship of one of us, and it was really, I just felt like writing a song about it. It felt like a good thing to write about at the time.
Hey, you got to write about whatever you can. Look at what's her name there, Taylor Swift. She does amazing things by writing about her relationships.
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan of Taylor Swift, especially her latest album. I wasn't too big of a fan at first, especially with the acoustic bass things, but now I'm really getting into her stuff.
Cool. I read a review of you comparing you to a bunch of male bands in the 90s. But I'm also picking up little pieces of Letters of Cleo now, and a hint of like maybe Liz Phair and Julian Hatfield. Are these bands that you've listened to as well?
Oh yeah, Letters to Cleo. They're actually LA based as well, and I actually met Kay Hanley very briefly at a show a couple months ago, and her music has been very influential to me, especially growing up in the 90s, and that movie 10 Things I Hate About You, that soundtrack is just amazing. So yeah, I'm pretty influenced by that band.
Cool. And you've also been recommended, if you like, Save Ferris. What song do you think compares to them the most?
Oh, Save Ferris. Oh yeah, I loved that band when I was growing up, especially the song Come On Eileen. That all the horn parts and the poppiness and excitement of that song, that was really my favorite song. And one of the songs on my album has a lot of horn parts, which my producer also arranged, and it's called This Way, and that was influenced a little bit by that type of song.
Excellent. We'll have to play that later in the show, without a doubt. I love Save Ferris. Monique is just an amazing lead singer for that band. I love the horns. The horns in the background is so cool. I wish I played trumpet in high school, and I wish I kept playing it, because I would love to be in a ska band or something like that.
I know. Ska definitely needs to come back, for sure.
Slowly but surely. We're, I think, on the third or fourth wave now of ska.
Oh, nice. Yeah, there are some horn parts coming back. I think like Mumford is starting to use horns, and a lot of bands at Coachella use horn players, so I've seen that coming back.
Have you played any of these big festivals like Coachella and South by Southwest?
No, not solo at all, but I would like to in the future. I have not yet, though.
I'll make some calls. You'll be on there next year.
Oh, awesome. Thanks.
But you have been around the country from coast to coast. What are some of the best venues that you've played so far?
Well, when I go to New York and New Jersey, which is where my parents are, I love the venue, The Bitter End. I've been playing there since I was in probably high school, and it's been around forever. So I really like the people, the staff, the sound people, and the crowd is really good. So I always try to make a destination there. And venues in LA, I love LA venues. Absolutely love the Roxy. That's probably my favorite venue to play to date.
Always a big crowd out there?
Yeah, a lot of people like to come to shows here in LA, and everyone just listens to music. I think there's a lot of street musicians here too, which is rare for a big city. I don't really see it in New York or DC as much as I see in LA.
And you mentioned The Bitter End, which you'll be playing on May 9th at in New York City. And The Church, which is a nice bar that I like to go to up in Boston on the 8th, May 8th. So hopefully I'll catch you out at in Boston.
Oh, cool. Definitely check out a show. I'll be playing with my band. It'll be fun. I've heard a lot of good things about that venue, and I haven't played there quite yet, but I'm excited.
Excellent. When I reviewed some CDs I pull off the shelf each week when I come in here, I kind of grab whatever catches my eye. Who made the decision for you to be, have a picture of you on the cover of your CD with, a pair of shorts and knee-high gym socks and red sneakers and a T-shirt and a baseball?
Oh, that was actually the work of my stylist, Liz Brass, and she's actually a really talented stylist, great colors, and she just wanted the album cover and the photographs to be colorful, because I guess Venice Beach is a very colorful place, and she listened to the CD before it was actually released, so she thought it would be a good match with the song.
Yeah, well, you need to give her a big hug for me, because she did an outstanding job. Well, I mean, a lot of times we'll see CDs on the shelf and there'll be just like a plain black cover or whatever with a name, and it's like I just pass right by them. But your CD caught my eye, and I listened to it, and then obviously, I fell in love with the music, but even if you have a great CD of music that is awesome, if the cover doesn't catch somebody's eye, it's not going to, get played. So,
Yeah.
so you owe her some gratitude.
Yeah, she was monumental in the CD design, and I also worked with her photographer. They worked together, actually. Her name is Kate Rentz, and she is an excellent photographer based in LA, and I definitely owe her big hugs and thanks for the CD cover and the inside pictures and photographs.
Good.
For sure.
All right. Hopefully, Lyn, I will see some more videos of you on YouTube. I haven't seen that much right now, but I know you're just...
Yeah, I'm actually filming a music video for Venice on Tuesday, and that'll be really exciting.
Oh, cool.
It'll be interesting.
You're going to actually be on Venice Beach?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I know, because they're super strict with the permits. But yeah, we finally got that straightened out. And yeah, we're actually filming on Tuesday. I'm working with David Herrera, who's a video director based in LA as well. And yeah, he does great work.
That is awesome. I can't wait to see that on YouTube. All right.
Yeah, I'll definitely post. Okay, thank you so much for all the... I am glad you like the album.
Oh, it's phenomenal. I definitely love it. Can you stay on the line for us?
Sure, absolutely.
All right. So May 8th, you're going to be up in Boston, and on May 9th in New York City. Best of luck to you, Lyn.
Yeah. Thank you for having me on the air with you.
You're welcome. All right. Lyn Saga. She's a up-and-coming artist. Outstanding indeed. Stand by. We'll be right back with the Dead Milkmen, and coming up, Darwin D's. Stay tuned.